Hello, I'm Lucas and welcome to part 3 of my Mercenary challenge on Rome Total War. So, I haven't played this for a little while, as you may have noticed. So, I'm just going to try and work out where exactly we're at. Now, what I do remember from last time was we did buy a few territories because we have so much money, it's ridiculous, that we managed to buy, I know, at least Tarsus, and I think we stormed Cydonia. I don't think we bought that off. We did actually legitimately take Cydonia. I think we might have taken Palmyra or something like that for some money as well. And looking at Palmyra, I can see some Seleucids under the name of Klytos, him, some militia hoplites and something else have attacked. Now, what is in Palmyra? Not a lot, I would imagine. So 2 units of peasants, which won't do anything, 2 cavalry units that are severely depleted, so they won't do anything, and then 1 eastern mercenary, so not very good situation over there. But we'll sort that out in a second. It's only 4 turns till surrender. I'm a little bit concerned by that, and also there's this large, nope, there's just the fort, but no Seleucids inside, which is good. Now up here, I believe we have declared war on the Pontic Empire. Have we done so? No, we haven't. Oh, yeah, because we bought Tarsus rather than took it off them. Okay, so in Antioch we have decent amount. Well, I say decent amount. 1 general, 2 peasants, and the Cilician pirate. So that lot's not great. The general is good to have though. And then over here we have a decent sized army. Our armies aren't big because there aren't that many mercenaries to hand. And then over here Kia has a decent force of cavalry and Numidian mercenaries. So, where exactly were they headed to? Possibly Mazacar. Looking at Mazacar, it's not particularly strong, but there is an army outside as well, so combined it's probably as strong, if not stronger than this army. Bear in mind the generals aren't that great to me because I hate chariots so much that I find it difficult to use them. These guys, they possibly were moving in this direction towards... Is there a settlement here? I know, is that Nicomedia? No, it's Ancyra. I don't know, possibly they were moving in that direction. Again, we'll sort that out in a second once I actually work out what I want. Over here, nothing much is happening. And then... yeah, okay. And then we have Cydonia as well, which we took off the Greeks. Which we should be at war. No, okay, so we did take Cydonia off the Greeks, but we bought it because we're not at war with the Greeks. Unless it was a rebel settlement, I honestly can't remember. But, oh, it must have been rebel because we're rebuilding the walls, so, okay. Alright, so that is the situation over there. So, first thing I want to do is relieve Palmyra if I can. So Palmyra's barely got any garrison, that won't stand up to anything. But we do have a general and some mercenaries over here, so that's the start of an army. We have no Cilician pirates, won't be able to do a lot. Over in Sidon we have... if I can click on it, just peasants. That's useless. Just peasants in Jerusalem. In Bostra, just peasants. And these guys, regardless, won't be able to get over to Palmyra. So, oh, and then I just spotted that. Is that a rebel? That's a rebel force over there. Hopefully they won't attack Damascus. They don't generally attack cities, I found. They sort of just hang around in the open field, which benefits me, I suppose, in this instance. So, honestly, the only force we'll have at Palmyra is the general, 2 eastern mercenaries, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. But there are only 3 members of Klytos' army, himself and some militia hoplites. Alright. And there won't be any mercenaries available, I can guarantee it. Step outside for a second. Oh, I say that. It's our lucky day, some Bedouin archers. Okay, that's good at least. So him and these mercenaries can join Hekhmut, and they can join the force over in Palmyra and attack Klytos in a second, but not quite yet. Just because I want to work out what else is going on. Now, I kind of need some visibility over this part of the world. That would be nice. We have an Egyptian diplomat who, oh yeah, just formed an alliance with Armenia. That's correct. What we really need is a spy, to be honest. So, can Tarsus recruit a spy? No, only a diplomat. We have a lack of spies at the moment, I've noticed. And it's really annoying because we can't see a lot. It is a mountainous region, so these guys will probably head over to Mazacar, I'm not sure. We'll just leave them for a second because they've run out of action points, or movement points rather. Action points is fallout. this naval force over here has nothing in it. Sidon as agents of... Ah, so there is a spy. Get that spy over in this direction then, please. Okay, so he will get over there soon. Probably not quick enough, though, in all honesty. Other than that, the situation's looking alright. Force in Alexandria is decent. There's a general and some Bedouins over here. So, in all honesty, because we don't want to go into war with Numidia, there's no point, and I'm not bothered about this part of the world. We should start moving these guys easterly direction, because they're more use over here. So, he can step out of the city. I think what we should do is get these boats, it's not great naval force, over here, so he can come and collect the general up, and then bring him over to probably what will be southern Turkey. As for Memphis, nothing, and then I was looking at Thebes. It is a little bit unhappy, so we'll lower the tax rate for a second, and that should resolve that situation. Yeah, so this guy can stay in Alexandria for a second, but he will come out along with these Bedouins and will travel up north to Turkey. So, it looks like we're going to have to fight outside of Palmyra. I don't know how this force will stack up against the Seleucids, but we haven't got much choice. This is all we've got. I'm really glad there were some mercenaries available. First of all, we'll step into Palmyran territory, and there are some more mercenaries. Brilliant. More Bedouins. Not Bedouin archers, which is kind of a shame. I would prefer Bedouin archers over Bedouin warriors, and we can't quite reach Klytos. But it's actually not too bad, because what it means is Klytos, if he attacks, will have to face this force anyway. Just looking, there is a Seleucid army over here, but it looks to be heading towards Parthia. If it comes back, Palmyra is probably lost. If it goes and continues over to Parthian territory, Babylonia, or this Seleucia area, then we're fine. So, kind of depends what he does. Really, that's the big thing. But other than that, it doesn't really seem like a lot more we can do. So I shall end the turn, and yeah, hope this guy doesn't move towards Palmyra, but he might. There is a very real chance that he might. Right, let's see. So, oh, we have a random diplomat moving over in Scythian territory. Completely forgot about that. Other than that, not a lot's going on as far as we can see. Some Numidians are moving around. Okay, so nothing happened. But, so end of turn report. Death stalks the land. When did we have? I completely forgot we had plague in Alexandria. We should have moved that general out. Maybe that's why I kept the general in, is because I didn't want the plague spreading. I'm not sure. New family member is Nekhov somewhere, but he's a child, so that's irrelevant. Recruitment, and then diplomatic information. Armenia and... Ah, that's good. Armenia and the Seleucids are at war, meaning that Seleucid army, which I was concerned about, might head towards Armenia instead of us, which is good. And then ceasefire between Carthage and Brutii is irrelevant to us. So, first of all, Palmyra, which isn't particularly happy. Can't blame them. That army's moved in this kind of direction, but they're not concerned to us now, meaning we can attack. I swear he was just Klytos before. Oh, flip. He was just Klytos before. But he now has a big army by his side. Ah. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. We're going to need some more mercenaries. Ah, that's really bad. Okay, well, instead of fighting him out in the open field, where we will be at disadvantage, what I'd rather do is fight him within the city. So, unless he literally starves us out in Palmyra, which he might do, we'll have to be careful about that, that's fine. He can hang around outside Palmyra and attack it eventually. When that happens, slow attack very quickly, when that happens, the reinforcements will move inside the city and we should have a bit more of an advantage because we have walls on our side. But I can't recruit, I can't recruit anything here. It's against the rules. I can't recruit a Nubian spearman. That would defeat the whole point, obviously. The peasants are the only unit that I'm allowed to recruit just for public order bonus. Or to keep public order afloat, in a way. But they won't do anything in battle anyway. They're terrible. It's sort of inconsequential whether they're on the field or not, in all honesty. They're a bit of a liability. But there's not a lot we can do over there. Hopefully they attack us next turn. I say hopefully, but, hopefully they do. Because then it means we might have the advantage in moving the reinforcements inside the city. Now, we have a spy over here. That's a diplomat. We did have a spy somewhere. I know we did. Where is he gone? That's a Carthaginian diplomat. I think we've talked. Have we talked to the Carthaginians? Oh, that's a spy. Let's just get the spy over there quickly first.
I serve your will. None shall see me.
So we can see a bit more, but not enough. Like, I want to be seeing this kind of region. As for Mazacar, right, so this Pontic army is moving north, which is good. So, okay, I'll sort that situation out in a minute, because we do have
Mighty general
here. Right. I don't know who this diplomat has spoken to. Has he spoken to the Carthaginians yet? Probably not.
I will speak with them at once.
We have trade rights with them. Ah, yeah, okay, so we've already spoken to them. In which case, you can head in... Have we talked to Parthia yet? Possibly, quite possibly we have. We'll head over in that direction anyway. And then, yeah, there's a random diplomat over in Scythia. I'm guessing we want to talk to the Scythians. I can't remember why, to be honest. I'm not sure why I did that. Probably just for trade rights and stuff. He can sort of head in this direction towards Chersonesos. And Scythia is so isolated and large, it's madness. Yes, Alexandria has the plague, which is really annoying. Two Carthaginian diplomats over there, that's fine. So this naval force can move over to Alexandria. Now, does this guy have the plague? I don't think he does. I'm going to risk moving these two guys out. I know, you know, people will say, oh, you shouldn't risk having the plague spread around your empire, but look, we haven't got much choice, really.
Ready to sail.
Can we move these? Yeah, okay. So this force can head north towards Turkey. That will take a while. Now, as for Macedonia, I completely forgot about Macedonia. So where do we move from here? There's no there is a naval force. There is a very, very small Egyptian navy. Okay. Now, we don't want to get into war with the Greeks. Yeah. You know, we don't want to... the Greek mainland. Looking at the Halicarnassus, that's got a decent force inside it. But what about Rhodes? What about Rhodes? First of all, it's nice to have Macedonia because they have some good mercenaries. Sadly, not this time. These three guys can stay, but what we could do is form like a sort of double offensive on Turkey. So we have these guys moving through Mazacar and the Pontic Empire, and these guys moving through sort of this direction and hopefully meet. That could work quite well, but Halicarnassus is relatively strong. Sardis is very strong. And what's this? Nicomedia? No, Pergamum is also very strong. But I don't know about Rhodes. So, as I can't see, let's just get this ship over slightly. Oh, we can't quite see Rhodes. Ah, here we go. Rhodes has Memnon of Sparta and 2 hoplites. What have we got? We've got a general who can skirmish around the hoplites. More skirmishers. So these 3 guys would have to stay. With hoplites are relatively well armoured, I don't think that's going to be enough to take on the Rhodians. So we're going to have to build a little bit of a force up in Macedonia before we can do that. Which means we have to wait for a mercenary pool to regenerate. It's a shame, but it's not a lot we can do about it. But yeah, it's nice having a little bit of view of Rhodes at least. As for Macedonia, it's building something already. Okay, that's all fine. So we'll just have to leave Macedonia for the moment. It's a slight shame, but we haven't got enough to take on hoplites, in my opinion. So I suppose the main thing is to have a look at where we will take our force in terms of near Mazacar, near Ancyra. Ancyra only has a garrison of 3. Mazacar has a garrison of 5. So logically, Nicomedia would make more sense. Plus, they are rebels, I believe. No, they're not. They are now Pontic. It's now Pontic territory. So we would have to go to war with Pontus. But yeah, I think that should be fine. Or do we just go for Mazacar? It's a better settlement. What's this? What's the force in... okay. Very, very difficult decision here. Do we go for Ancyra? I mean, Ancyra and Nicomedia are looking weak. We could take those. We could sweep those 2 settlements. The problem with that is our empire is starting to look a bit like the Seleucids, in the sense that it's long and stretched diagonally through Turkey, leaving a potential offensive from here coming over, and a potential offensive from here coming over. But you know what? I like taking risks sometimes, and I'm going to do it this time. Step over into Nicomedean territory and see if there are any mercenaries, which there are. Great news. So, they would be barbarians, wouldn't they? Not very good at all. They're really bad. We'll take the cavalry mercenaries. Alright, we'll take the barbarian mercenaries, but bit of a liability. We might get rid of them at some point. But yeah, we'll head towards Ancyra for the moment. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so that's good at least. Okay, right. I will pause for a... Oh! I did not realise how well defended Tarsus was. Those guys should be joining those guys, logically. And in which case, if they do, we could take Mazacar instead. Right. I had no idea I had all these people. Now, I don't like Arab cavalry. I mean, well, take the Arab cavalry. Peltas I quite like. I don't like Bedouins. We'll take the Bedouin archers. And the Eastern mercenaries I don't like. But Tarsus is relatively well... Yeah, it's not that vulnerable, so we will take the Bedouins. We'll keep the Eastern mercenaries there. So these guys can head up. The spies in the way, sadly. These guys can head up here. Tarsus isn't happy. They can have a kind of a tax reduction, but they can have some peasants. Right, they'll be fine in a couple of turns. Give them some peasants, and they're going to have their public baths or whatever. They'll be fine. Okay, so this force should be able to take on Mazacar. Hopefully Captain Lucon doesn't head back to Mazacar. He carries on up north. That would be nice. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to pause the video for a second, work on constructing, because we have a lot of money, we might as well. And then I will return in a minute. So as I was sorting out the construction and all that, I kind of was thinking, you know, before we go to war with Pontus officially, we might as well try and buy a few more settlements off them. Like, surely that would make sense. Like, could we take Mazacar off them and then sweep up here? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea potentially. So, I want this diplomat to start moving around to Mazacar.
I will speak with them at once.
You know, I don't want to go to war with Pontus before I have to. I have a lot of money, a ridiculous amount of money. Also, we should really have a diplomat around here because we might be able to buy off Hatra, for example. Look at that massive army we could just get rid of. We could have got rid of that army had we had a diplomat over here. So, bit of a mistake, really. I should have more diplomats. In all honesty, what agent do we have here? A diplomat.
Yes,
nice. All right. You know what? He could head towards Clyzartos of Bostra first of all. Try and buy him off, and then go up there and try and buy them off. We could buy off the Seleucids. So head round there. Hopefully he doesn't attack this turn because we could buy him off. That'd be really, really good if we could do that. Looking elsewhere, we don't have any more generals, so there's no capacity to buy mercenaries, which is a shame. But that'll have to do. We can raise the tax rate in Bostra a bit more maybe. Yeah. So I will end the turn and see what happens in Palmyra, but I hope they don't attack because we could buy them off. That'd be good. So let's see what happens. Alright, okay. The Seleucids have attacked our naval force. Where is that exactly? That is outside of Cadonia. There's no army on that fleet, so it doesn't matter too much. We get defeated, which is a shame, but it's not too much of a disaster. That's all the Seleucids did though, which is good. Pontus seems to be moving around very suspiciously close to our army, which is not good. Admittedly, we are in their territory, but I don't like that. So first of all, agent detected. That's going to be Pontus, isn't it? Yeah. They are preparing for war. Okay. End of turn report. Death talks land. I know. Tell me about it. New family member is Tepemkal. Oh, I don't know. Construction, recruitment, and war declared. Brutii and Carthage. That ceasefire didn't last very long. Okay, first of all, let's see if we can avoid a conflict in... Okay, I was going to say let's see if we can avoid a conflict in Palmyra. It's no longer under siege. So good job we didn't attack it, really. But now we have an army of Hekhmet with not a lot to do. Now, he could head towards Turkey, but he could head up towards Hatra. Hatra is well defended, though. So, where was that diplomat I was going to put towards Hatra? Not that geezer. This guy was going to talk to he could potentially talk to the Pontic army and try and buy off Mazacar. I don't think they would accept, but they might. In fact, wait. In fact, buying off Mazacar, it's a large town, which means public order might be a little bit of an issue. Logically, buying Ancyra would be better, and then moving some garrison over there, and then going for Mazacar. We could possibly... It would mean we wouldn't have to spread our army around. We could literally just take Ancyra, and it would be good. So, let's get the diplomat over and see first of all what we can get off the Pontic Empire. So, I would like to make a demand of... So they only have 3 settlements. Ancyra, please. Let's see what they say. 14. They only want 14,500 for Ancyra. Deal. Alright. Pontus have... Oh, they're mad. They're so easy to buy off. I don't think they'll accept another one. They'll be down to 1 city. Give region. We'll try... We could try Nicomedia, but it's quite far away to get garrison over quickly. So we'll say Mazacar. How about that, lads? No. They don't want to sell anymore. I'll try Nicomedia, but I think they, at this stage, they're like, no, we're not going to sell any more to you. We need some land. So I highly doubt it. No. Fair enough. Well, we took Ancyra off. I think I know why they sold me Ancyra now. It's because there's an army right outside there. And we have a huge garrison in there for some reason. Why is that? Why do we have a large garrison outside there? Okay, we just suddenly do. But we can't have the Nubian spearmen. They're not mercenaries. So sadly, we're going to have to disband the Nubians. Because that's cheating. That's against the rules. What's this army? Heracles, 2 mercenaries. That's fine. That's fine. So, Kia, we do need to get some of these lads over there to support Ancyra because it looks a little bit vulnerable. But we also want an army around Mazacar plus... Oh, that's just 1 unit. That's fine. Yeah, so we want to split the army into 2. Bear in mind we've got these reinforcements now as well. So what do Mazacar have? Hillman, Eastern Infantry, something and something. Alright, now where's our spy first of all? Spy, get over to Mazacar. Not that direction anymore, we're going to get over to Mazacar. I want to see properly what they've got. Chariots. Alright, it's a decent force. But it doesn't look too bad. So we could go for Mazacar. So, we need to split this army up a little bit. 2 generals. Step. Right, first of all, first thing first. Get this army out of the way. Yeah, we're at war with Pontus now. Yeah, and he's backed off, fine. He's not backed off far enough, like... Oh no, it's because there's a river there. So to get to Mazacar, you have to go all the way around, so we've just declared war for no reason. Nice, alright. Anyway, these 2 generals need to come over. Now, what's that army? It's skirmishers and spearmen. It's a bit of everything, really. The barbarian mercenaries, I don't want to bring them along. A unit of skirmishers, and that won't be enough to take on Mazacar. I know it won't be. Right, first of all, you guys come over.
Onward.
And then you can be joined by...
Orders?
1 cavalry... Yeah.
My liege.
You can be joined by that.
Leaving the army.
That looks like a decent sized force. Decent at best. But anyway, you head towards Mazacar.
No more moves,
Like
sire.
so. Now,
Orders.
you guys need to move together. So, first of all...
My liege.
We need to get some force over in Ancyra, so you head into Ancyra immediately.
March.
To be fair, we don't need to garrison Ancyra too much, but considering we want to sweep along to Nicomedia, for example, and eventually Pergamum, Halicarnassus, and Sardis, and that's a massive force. I might have to buy that off. But we don't actually need too much in Ancyra.
My liege.
You know, I think we're going a little bit overkill. We will need one general. So this one general can come over to Ancyra. That would be nice. But I think these guys need a little bit more. So
Mighty general. My liege.
definitely you,
Sire.
and definitely you
Sire.
can join.
Splitting the troops.
So Kia now has that force.
Combining troops.
And then we have,
more moves,
we still have
sire.
these guys as well.
Mighty
Flip,
general.
okay.
Sire.
You can join the
Sire.
Ancyrans.
Splitting the troops.
You can
Out
as
of moves,
well.
great lord. Mighty general. Sire.
And then
Splitting
you
the troops.
can join Kia
Onward.
eventually.
No more
I'm saying it like the
moves,
car, I
sire.
know, but I don't know
Sire.
how to say it. And then Captain
Out of
Alexander
moves,
and his
great
two
lord.
barbarian mercenaries can
Orders.
head over to
Forward.
Ancira. In fact, no, one of you can head over. Stop. One of you can head with these guys,
Splitting the
and then
troops.
one of you over to Ancira.
Orders.
Okay, that took a while to work out where I wanted everyone. There's a lot of armies spread out now, but they all know where they're going. These guys are heading towards Mazkar. These guys are reinforcing Ancira against Heracles, and then eventually going on to Nicomedia. Nice. Now the diplomat. These diplomats have been the most
Sire.
dangerous weapon we've had, really. It's mad. What is in? So that's saying it's the Pontic capital, but we didn't get the option to buy the capital, but maybe you can't buy the capital, meaning they probably still actually have that. In which case, is there a settlement down here? I can't remember if there is. I can't remember if
My
there is.
eyes are yours.
I don't want to waste his
Sire?
diplomat going south. But we're not going to buy any more Pontic settlements, so he might as well move down south
Once.
and see if there
Rules
is. There is a
depleted,
rebel
sir.
settlement down here, yeah. But I don't know if it's part of Pergamum, so we'll see. We'll just move him down here, see if we can find anyone to bribe. But that's the situation over in Turkey, which took a little while for me to sort out, admittedly. Now, Egyptian
Your
diplomat
obedient
was going to
servant.
head that way. Oh, to talk to the armies. The army's there, you can kind of see. But instead, you actually head over to Hatra, try and talk with the Seleucids.
Yes, my liege. Yes.
So
my
yeah,
liege.
you head over towards
I will
Hatra.
speak
That
with
would be
them at
nice.
once.
What diplomats there is
Rules
Armenian,
depleted,
fine.
sir.
Now we now have this army, which is kind of
My
chilling
liege.
when it probably is more use in Turkey, to be honest, because we could take out the Seleucids once and for all over here, but it's probably more use in Turkey, to be honest. There is a rebel force standing in the way, which is decent.
My liege.
Yeah, we need to have more visibility over this area of the land, but we don't, quite frankly, which is frustrating. We need more spies, we need more diplomats, but we just haven't got them. In which case, I'm going to make the executive decision to bring these guys over to Turkey region, because eventually we're going to need to take on Pergamum, Sardis and Halicarnassus, and as we've seen, they are very, very well defended. So, no, maybe I'll keep changing my mind. You know what? I want to get these guys to finish off the Seleucids. I think that, yeah, I think we've got enough to deal with Turkey at the moment. So I don't want to go to all that big army there, or don't want to battle with them. We need more visibility, essentially, don't we? We need a lot more visibility. Where can we recruit a diplomat? Not a diplomat, sorry, a spy. Here. Right. Recruit a spy. He can head over in that direction, and then the army can shadow him, just to be a bit safer.
Sire!
You can just chill in Palmyra or whatever.
Onward!
Okay, yes, that's the situation there. Other than that, not a lot more we can do. Apart from move this guy over to here. He's heading
Aye,
towards
great
Turkey
lord.
region. Yep.
Aye, my lord.
And then Cadonia.
Depleted.
Finally, don't forget Cadonia.
Sire.
Are there any mercenaries available?
Forward.
There are not, so nothing more we can do with Cadonia, which is a shame. So yeah, I'm going to end the turn, and we're probably going to get some battles with the Pontic Empire very, very soon. Alright, let's see what happens. So, what is going on? Something was happening with a Seleucid diplomat, but flipping hell, a lot of diplomats going towards Sidon area. Fair enough, and we've been attacked. You sure? Okay. Kia and his big old army, which is heading towards Ancyra, has been attacked by a random Pontic force, and not a strong one. Now we have generals. We have Libyans who can skirmish. These guys aren't that great. Bedouins, Arabs, more skirmishers, and these guys are terrible. But these guys have archers, which are decent, but nothing amazing. Like, we should do better than them. Pontic cavalry are good, but only 16 of them. Skirmishers, we have more skirmishers. 2 Eastern Infantry, I hate Eastern Infantry, they don't rate them at all. And then Pontic Light Cavalry. I think we haven't got much choice. I'm not going to back down. We should be able to take these guys on pretty fine. So first battle of the day is against Pontus. Let's do this. Alright, so, I didn't clock this, but the Pontic Empire made an even bigger mistake because we had the advantage anyway. I didn't realise it was a bridge battle. Oh my goodness, okay. They're absolute madmen. The only bad thing is we don't have a lot of frontline infantry, but neither do they. We have a lot of missile force, but we don't have anything to hold the front line. Like, these guys are going to have to do it, and that's how bad the situation is. But I'm amazed. We still have a massive advantage in this case. We should be able to win this relatively comfortably. So, first of all, I have the Barbarian Mercenaries at the front, because they're the closest we've got to infantry, which is not great, admittedly. These guys head along here, behind them. They'll move into that position. Then the cavalry, these guys won't be able to do a lot, but they can just head there. Actually, no. Head, yeah. And then you two in that direction, you can fire across the bridge. And you can fire off the bridge in that direction. Bit messy at the moment, but it will look a bit better in a couple of seconds. Check that's all. Yes, it is. Okay, start the battle and pause it immediately. And there are the Pontic force. So, first of all, you guys move up to there. Run, please. And then Numidians can head here and here. And they can just fire across. They will need to be off skirmish mode in a second. The cavalry can just kind of squish up behind them. They're not going to be a lot of use in this battle because it's a bridge battle. And then these 2 generals head sort of here and get some good shots across the bridge. That would be nice. And then you head across here and same thing, get some good shots across the bridge. I don't think that's a shallow crossing point, so we should be fine. They shouldn't be able to flank us or anything. Now, all of you guys need to run. You all need to guard your position. You 2 don't skirmish. And you guys don't skirmish. Just stand your ground and fire. Let's see how this goes. So everyone should run into position. So they do have a little bit more like some heavy stuff than we do, which will mean they might be able to force their way across the bridge, but we have so much firepower, surely they won't be able to do that much. Numidians, just head a little bit closer, please, like that, just to reinforce the barbarians. But yeah, I think we should be fine. And the cavalry can charge in. We've got these guys, and this looks like a relatively decent sized force of the Pontic army, so the Pontic Empire. So if this is all they've got to throw at us, it's a good sign, very good sign. But none of us are able to fire yet. You guys just move a little bit closer, just so you can fire a bit earlier. But yeah, nobody seems to be firing yet, which is a bit of a shame. But as they cross the bridge, they should be able to. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Okay, so 1 of the generals is already firing. 2 are. These guys aren't quite yet. They're not quite in range, which is a bit annoying. So speed this up slightly. They're charging across the bridge. Right. Their cavalry is right in the front, which is not good. But we are peppering them massively. As long as these guys hold, we should be okay. But if they don't, we've got the cavalry charge on our side. Yeah. We managed to get the cavalry down with loads of... Oh, look at that. They're all running back already. Brilliant. The Numidians, or are they Libyans? Who knows? Doing a great job. We've taken the generals down. A lot of them are routing at this stage, which is great news. Oh my goodness, mass rout already. Okay. Mad. Right. Everyone just chasing down this stage. So, charge to the front. Each go for a different unit. We can try and get as many kills as possible. You guys, yeah, just all charge. The archers won't last for long. That's all they've got at this stage. Yep, wow. Wow, that was really easy. I mean, I knew it was going to be relatively easy, but that was like next level. They just got a mass rout straight away. Obviously, everyone run. They are doing so good. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Just charging down, lads. Oh, these guys are off skirmish. They can skirmish again. And you guys don't stand your ground, just fight. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to catch some of them. But I can't be asked to go and actually look and see if we are. Oh, we might as well. Oh, yeah, we caught a few of them. A few of them are getting away. Chase those guys to the front. Chase them down. Oh, it's gone really well. It's gone really well. Very happy with that. Speed it up. Vast majority of them are dead, which is what we want to see. Yeah, a few of them got away. A few of them got away, but you know what? It's basically 90%. They might even be wiped off the battle map. Clear victory. Only 12 kills they got, and we got 318. Couldn't have asked for anything more. That's brilliant. That's really, really good. I don't know why that's such a stupid decision for them to attack us there. They've thrown away our force to no avail. Other than that, the Numidians. Okay.
We are besieged.
And they're not stupid because that area of the region is relatively undefended. And I say relatively, I mean it's really undefended. Yeah, we know what's been besieged. Richest faction should be ours, surely. No? The Julii? Wow. Okay, they must be seriously rich because we are mad. Right, Merrier, or I don't know how to say that, is in Alexandria. He's just come of age and he's got the plague. And his useless successor. He sounds absolutely brilliant. Okay, well, we might need him to relieve Memphis in a second. Now, what have the Numidians thrown at us? No. What have the Numidians thrown at us? Captain... Okay. Numidian Javelinman, that's all we know. It's a decent force. What have we got in Memphis? Just peasants, I think. Yep. Alexandria, we've got a general and 2 peasants. And Thebes, we've got some peasants. Ah, okay. Please be some mercenaries available. No. Please be some mercenaries. Yes, okay. Doesn't matter what they are. Libyans. Okay, that's good. And then head towards Memphis. Now, if we have a diplomat around here, might be able to bribe him. Can we recruit a diplomat? Yes, we can. Nice. Diplomat can go over and try and bribe the Numidians to get away from us. That would be good. We have a little bit of force on our side, if necessary. Memphis probably should have got those large stone walls. It's a bit late in the day now for that. I'm surprised the Numidians have thrown something at us, but you know what? Good for them. We shouldn't have attacked the Numidians. That was a tactical error early on, just because I don't want to get into a war with them. Sorry, something distracted me, which was a huge Parthian army. Like, next level, big Parthian army. Now, we're not at war with the Parthians, but it looks like they're about to declare war on us because they are through our territory. So, we have a... I'm pretty sure we recruited a spy along here. First of all, spy, get over here. Second of all, we need a diplomat, quick.
Out of moves, sire.
So, Sidon, they can recruit... Wait, can Damascus recruit? No. Sidon, recruit a diplomat, and they can speak to the Parthians quickly. Flipping now, he's going to be expensive to buy off though, because we might have to buy off the Seleucids here as well. So, first of all, Seleucids. How much to bribe you, lads, in Hatra? 56,000. Do we do that? I say yeah. Huge Seleucid army. Oh yeah, I'm going for it. Nice. Right. We now have Hatra. Now, immediately they're incredibly unhappy, which is not good at all, obviously. So, get these sewers in quickly. Now, we need to move troops from Palmyra over to Hatra. I know what you think. What? That's crazy, because Palmyra is just about to be attacked by the biggest army we face, but we should be able to bribe those guys off. If we can't, we can't. I'm going to send as many of them over as possible. So, these guys can head over to Hatra.
Forward. No more moves, sire.
So hopefully Hatra just holds out for a little bit. Can we recruit some peasants just to keep them happy? No, even if we do all that, they're still not particularly happy. We'll do that. We won't actually recruit that many peasants, but Flipping hell. Okay, hopefully Hatcher just stays happy enough just for these guys to come over. Not a lot we can do otherwise. But yeah, we need to have a diplomat talking to the Parthians very quickly. But that situation over here is not a lot more we can do. You know, it might have been a mistake buying Hatra. You've got to take risks in this game, in my opinion. Now, this general here in Antioch isn't really doing a lot. That kind of rhymes. And there's no mercenaries around here. I think he's better off heading towards Hatra with these lads. So, backspace quickly. Head and join Hecamat. Okay, right. So yeah, these guys are going to have to join Hatra very, very soon. It's very frustrating how this has kind of turned out with the Parthians, but we're just going to have to get a diplomat over there as quickly as we can and speak to them. They haven't actually declared war yet, but look, let's be honest, they're going to. So, situation. Mazakar is going to be slightly reinforced by Captain Spartacus. He's not really that great though. And then this 3 force. And then Ancyra has a huge horde of Egyptians coming over, which can take on. So Heracles is just him, and then an army of 3, and then Nicomedia has only 2. We could completely bypass these guys and go straight for Nicomedia. So Ancyra has a ton of peasants, for example. This guy could head over to Nicomedia, like these 2. Head outside quickly, and then like.
Orders?
Maybe, right, you go into Ancyra.
March, my liege.
You join him.
Forward.
You
Mighty
join
general.
him.
Onward.
Head towards Nicomedia. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to completely ignore these guys and head towards Nicomedia. I don't know attack Ancyra, but if they do, well, we've got peasants. if they do, wait, this hasn't got walls. Oh no. Ancyra hasn't got walls, they could literally just march straight in there right now.
Mighty general.
Did not realise that. In which case, firstly, you can head towards Ancyra. Yeah, didn't realise they didn't have walls, which is very, very bad. I don't think they do. Or they might. Wait, why am I doing that? I might as well just look at the town. Okay, they have a palisade, so it will stop them for a second. That's fine. Flip, I was kind of worried there. And in terms of recruitment, just it's fine. Okay. Now we have this force of Kia.
My liege.
We need to head towards Mazakar. So that's what we're going to do. Head towards Mazakar, lads.
Move out.
Oh, and there's some more mercenaries available. Great. Oh, okay. Sarmatian mercenaries. 8 attack, 13 defense. Good morale. I'm liking a look at these guys. Scythians are alright, and 3 Eastern mercenaries. The Pontic Empire are absolutely screwed. So next time we'll head towards Mazakar, put that under siege. In fact, we could attack Captain Spartacus and engage them immediately, so we get Mazakar very quickly. Look at that army, that's strong. That's really strong now. We're starting to get some force, which is good. Okay, so that's that. Kydonia, quick look at the Kydonians. Well, no mercenaries available. Nope, didn't think so. I want this ship to come back over to Kydonia. It'll probably die very soon, but whatever. And then, yeah, last thing is I'm a little bit concerned by this. We actually have a lot of buying off to do, because we're going to have to buy off the Numidians at Memphis, and then the Parthians at Palmyra. So, for once, we might actually not have enough money. Plus, I need to lower the tax in some of these places. For example, Sidon can't, so they can have some peasants. Oh, no, not that. Okay, Sidon can have some peasants after the diplomat, of course. Diplomat's priority. Is there any way we could raise tax or raise money? Palmyra can have a tax raise, I reckon. Antioch can have a tax raise. Tarsus can have a tax raise. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to end the turn. We're going to have a fight in Mazakar, probably a fight around Ancyra, and then some diplomacy, some serious diplomacy to be doing. Let's see what happens. Right, let's see what happens. So, ship moving, that's fine. Seleucids, oh yeah, they're going to destroy that fleet, aren't they? No, heroic victory. It's pretty much irrelevant, to be honest. They're moving towards Nicomedia. They're clever. Looking at there's a Pontic army around there though. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, Greece. Alliance, trade rights and map information. We will go to war with Greece at some point because they do have Pergamum, I believe. But, for the moment, an alliance suits me. It will be broken, but I don't want the army in, I think it's Pergamum they have. I don't want the army in Pergamum attacking us yet. So, you know what, that's good. Yeah, I'm not going to ask for any money. I'm going to accept that. That's good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that naval force is dead. Whatever. Writing in Hatra. Okay. Right. What is the situation? Okay, end of turn report. Still plague. Town grows. Salamis. I think we're going to have to cut down on the actual buildings we are doing for the moment just because we're spending a lot of money. Alliance between us and the Greeks. Okay. First of all, where do our priorities lie? Great news. The Parthians have moved away. They have seen sense, which is great. Still want this spy over here, though.
None shall see.
Like that. Oh, I mean, if they want to annihilate each other, that's great. That's really great. Okay, that's a bit of a relief. So, instead, first of all, we need to get this force over to Hatra incredibly quickly. Oh, flipping hell. Can the generals make it? Can the cavalry make it, rather?
Mighty general.
First of all, cavalry, just try and make it to Hatra, please.
Splitting the troops.
Oh, I can't quite. If we lose the settlement,
Moves depleted, my
because
lord.
we couldn't quite get into Hatra, I'm going to be really annoyed.
Mighty general.
Well, you guys join them.
Forward.
You can't quite. Hatra, is there anything we can do? I don't think there is. We're going to have to pray we can keep it. Surely not after one turn they would rebel against us. Surely not. Now, the big bit of bribery we need to do is against the Numidians, because although it's not a big force, it's completely skirmishers. We literally have no force at all of any sort in this region at all. And Mutinez is kind of over as well. But anyway, diplomat, come over, speak to the Numidians. Do you want to be bribed? Yeah, 5,300 deal. These guys are now our force. I think we have them now.
Great one.
No, I don't know. Did they just disappear? Possibly, but you know what? Them disappearing is better than them being around. So that's fine. And this diplomat can hang around here. As for you, I'd like to have you around in the area, so you head into Memphis. Oh, I've just given Memphis the plague. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's my own stupid fault. Oh, that's a rookie mistake right there. I completely forgot he had the plague. Okay, you know what? Live and learn. Live and learn. So, Hatra is now ours, which is good. Please say we can keep it. That would be really, really nice. I'm looking at this. Is it Babylon? Babylonia? Oh, Seleucia. Yeah, we could possibly take Seleucia at some point. Hopefully these two annihilate each other. That's fine. But now what I'm looking at is the region of Turkey. Now, there is a Pontic army here. Oh yeah, that was the one with 3. This Pontic army I am slightly concerned by. It's big. It's a very, very big Pontic force. Now we could bribe them. We legitimately could bribe them. So head towards these guys and bribe them, please. Now we could head towards Nicomedia. There's 4 units available. Oh, look at that. This is great. Loving the mercenary pool in Turkey. Hire all queued units, and now we have a force. What do we even buy? Thracians, mercenary hoplite. We're starting to get some armies together, which is great news. Now, Ansara's a little bit safer now, so they can be joined by these guys. And I say, let's go for Nicomedia. If we go for Nicomedia, these guys are going to attack. But we'll leave these guys for a second. What I'll do is, they can head here, so that they're close to Nicomedia when needed, but not quite yet. Don't quite attack yet. This diplomat will head towards the Pontic. That's fine. It's actually going surprisingly well, all of this, in my opinion. Now, we have this huge army, which is about to attack Mazakar. They've all gone into Mazakar, but that's fine. That's fine. So, yeah, put Mazakar under siege. 3 rams, that'll do the job. That will probably be fought next time. The spy's no longer needed here, it's actually needed up there, where there is a small Pontic force, but we're taking the Pontic Empire out very, very quickly, which is nice. It's very nice indeed. Do we just go for Nicomedia now? They have got walls, meaning we won't be able to take it this turn. So no, I'd rather bribe that army and then take it. It makes more sense. The situation's looking rather good. It's looking rather good. I'm not going to do anything more this turn. I'm going to leave it. So we'll see what happens. And then we'll probably fight against the Pontic Empire, and then that'll be the end of the episode. We'll see what happens, but I will advance one more time. Raise tax rate in Salamis before I do, though. Oh, also, wait. Sidon, they need to be a bit happier, don't they? Flip. Yeah, they're recruiting peasants now, but we now have a diplomat over here, which is nice. Diplomat can just head around this region. Yeah, right. Let's end the turn. Okay, various things are going on. The Seleucids are talking to the Pontic Empire. Fine, whatever. Okay, we've been attacked, which is actually good. Suits me. Really suits me. They're making some big mistakes, but anyway. Yeah, so these guys plus Dionysos, and we can, yeah, we should be fine here. We have the big advantage. They've attacked us. I prefer defending than attacking, so let's do this. What do we want to do? We've got a mismatch of armies, because yeah, because we've used mercenaries. Now, the main force, I believe, are the Eastern mercenaries, which will be attacking from this direction, meaning the actual force is going to come from over here. Can we see the settlement to confirm that? No, I don't think we can see Mazikar from quite... We should be able to see Mazikar, unless it's just beyond that hill. Where is Mazikar? No, well, for some reason we can't see Mazikar. So, I like being at the top of a hill, obviously. Maybe, possibly this hill? This looks like quite a nice hill. Okay. Generals at the back. Please. Like so. Don't skirmish. Hold your position and fire. Nice. At the front, well, we don't really have frontline infantry. We just have these guys. Oh dear. Yeah, just head along the front here. Form a nice wide line. Not too wide actually, because we want to flank with the cavalry, so that's better. And then what? These guys can go behind. We'll take you off skirmish mode. Stand your ground. And then we have some nice skirmishing cavalry, which is good. You guys can head here. Then we have these guys who can flank. I really like these guys, the Sarmatian cavalry. These two, and this is a terrible formation, I am aware, but it should do the job. We can change it if not. Something like that. You know what? I don't take a lot of time about the formation. That will be fine, I reckon. It's not particularly orderly, but it will do the job. So, make a formation. Let's see where they're coming from. So they're coming from the main army is coming from this direction, and then the secondary army is literally just one unit. It's coming from that direction. That's fine. So we'll be up here, and they can charge up a hill to get to us. So it's going to take ages for anyone to get to us. So I will cut it back to when they actually finally reach us, which might be a little while. Okay, so credit to these Eastern mercenaries. They have just come over to us, and they are going to charge us on their own, completely isolated against this whole army. You know what? Credit to them. I do respect that, but they are about to get absolutely annihilated. So, what we can do? One charge with these guys, and they're absolutely dead, I reckon. Let's have a look. Boom. No, they're wavering. Flipping hell. Alright, that's not good because they're spearmen. Get out there, lads. Oh, flipping hell, I've kind of wasted those summations. How the hell did they not break? My god. How in God's name did they not break? That is absolutely mad. Well, come on, lads, just get them down. Credit to those Eastern infantry. I don't know how the hell they did that. That is absolutely mad. They're now starting to run away, which is good. But they're still not broken. Surely soon. No, not into my cavalry. Not into the cavalry. I don't know how these guys are still around. That is madness. Right, let's get the Seleucids completely out of there. Flipping hell. Right, these guys are approaching at a weird angle. Just join your friends. Like, these guys are more trouble than they're worth. We've taken more losses than they have so far. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Yeah, this is a weird situation we're in. These guys need to get into formation and move around this way to face the Pontic army. But these guys are still around. Come on. Get them down. Yeah, okay, finally they've broken. Finally they've broken. Right, you guys can chase them off. You guys don't bother chasing them off. Just head here. Yeah, the Seleucids are down to only 38. Very frustrating. There you go. And yeah, anyway, the Pontic army are coming around. We will speed it up until they actually bother to come over. Oh, their leader's been dead, whatever. Been dead, that's terrible grammar, whatever. Alright, so the Pontic Empire are finally heading up the hill, which is good. Yeah, the enemy captain has fallen, that's fine, whatever. We should be able to take these guys out relatively easy. The balance of power is in our favour, but those Eastern mercenaries were pretty damn strong in all fairness. I'd like some more cavalry over on the left flank, it's looking a little bit weak at the moment. So you guys head over here, but other than that, we've got scythe chariots, which are a slight concern, admittedly. Don't like scythe chariots. There's only 18 of them. But firing down a hill at them, we should be fine. Yeah, I'm slightly concerned we don't have a front line, really. The scythe chariots do have terrible... Oh, flip, they've gone into the Bedouins. Oh, flipping hell. I did not realise those Bedouins had gone yet. Just absolutely charged the side chariots. They've got terrible defence. Flipping hell. Yeah, those Bedouins are gone. Please just get the side chariots down. Nope, they're routing now. Oh, that's been a bit of a disaster on that flank. That has been bad. The side chariots are down to 13. Now they've gone berserk. Oh, flipping hell. Right. These guys need to be firing, they're not. Alright, everything's going a little bit wrong now on this right flank. Those guys have routed. Oh, flip. Okay. Skirmish around these guys. Like so. You get on these guys, you get on these guys. Yeah, there was so much going on, I kind of missed it all. Which is not good. But I'm telling everyone to do their thing now, so I don't know, flipping hell. No, I was a little bit complacent, I'll admit. Not like me, but there you go. Yeah, the side chariots absolutely wrecking over here. Oh my god, they're literally just going mental. Please just run away. Oh, flipping hell. These Eastern infantry are going to go against my Eastern infantry, but mine are mercenaries, so they won't last as long. Plus, they've got a cavalry charge on their side. Oh. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. They are gone. Right, flip. Right. You head over here. You two head over here. We need to get on these Pontic guys quickly. Like everyone on these guys. Like everyone fire on these guys. That's gone well over there. Those guys are retreating. But yeah, we need to get this general down particularly. All of you guys, charge him. Yeah, those Eastern infantry are still around. The general's going to do a good job there. That's the problem. We don't have a lot of frontline infantry. Things kind of go to hell very, very quickly. These Arab cavalry aren't doing a lot, so charge in. I don't mind if we take a few losses here. Well, we're going to. I don't think there's much choice about that. We just need to get these guys down and quick. Okay, their general's dead, thank God. And they're routing. Okay. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I didn't deal with it very well. The problem with mercenaries is you have to just take what you're given. And we weren't given frontline infantry, and that's what happens. Now the hillmen are still there. Surely all of these guys should be able to take on some hillmen, right? The The hillmen are going for the barbarian mercenaries. We've got
Enemy
victory.
cowards
Good.
land!
Right, all of you guys chase these guys, get as many kills as possible. Yeah, that didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but these things happen. Get on those Norman, please. Could have gone a lot better, but we took down Dionysus, which is good. And we've taken out Pontic army, and we might be able to get to... We might have Mazkar now, but I don't think we took out enough of them to get to Mazkar. Get Mazkar as our own, rather. All of you guys take these guys down. Yeah, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, I will probably cut it just to the next screen because there's not a lot going on now. Clear victory. Kia, yeah, they did get a few kills in. A little bit disappointed, but there we go. Okay, now I don't think we'll get Mazkar. They should have been able to retreat enough of them into Mazkar, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem taking them on now. Do we get it? No, we don't. Yeah, as I suspected. The Pontic Empire have gone to war with the Greeks and flipping out. That's a strong army. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. Captain Polemo and Heracles is all the Eastern infantry in the world, but yeah, don't want to fight that. Not in the mood. Oh, flip. No, okay, that's good. Alright, okay. A lot's going to go on next time, that's for sure. The Pontus Empire still have some strong armies about them, which is a bit frustrating. I didn't even see what city expanded there, but you know what? Whatever, we'll find out. Alliance between Seleucids and the Pontic Empire is an alliance against me for sure. Right, Hatra is not going to rebel now, which is great news. But you guys still head inside anyway. Oh, some mercenaries are available though. Good. Yeah. Hatra is fine now, which is good. No, come on. Hatra's fine now. And then you head inside Hatra as well. Alright. Okay. Now, as for Mazakar, must be really weak now. Yeah, 2 units left. Can you guys make it inside? You can. I might just sim this. Yeah. You know what? Auto-resolve. Clip. Still got 124 kills. Okay, exterminate the populace because I don't like Pontic people. And that, well, in the game. And that is good. Right, we don't need the militia barracks. We can retrain some of these guys. And we'll retrain you. Good. And retrain some peasants. And that will be, that's Mazkaraz. Okay, that's good. As for next time, we're taking on the Pontic capital, which is looking a little bit decent. Some royal pikemen, phalanx pikemen, sorry, and Captain Sander will probably take that big army on. That's going to be a big good fight. And then, yeah, we've kind of been backed into the corner by this huge Pontic force, and really backed. Flipping hell. Yeah, we've really been backed down, haven't we? We might have to fight that out, but that's not good at all. And then there's this force over here, which could easily take Ansara if they were clever enough. So,
Yes,
Diplomat.
mighty lord.
Do we go for these guys? Do we try and bribe these guys? Try and bribe these guys first. What have we got? Yeah. Get these guys off the field. And then head towards this guy, bribe him off next time. We couldn't quite reach him, so I hope he's just gonna chill for a minute.
Onward.
Yeah. You know what? Good idea. Fort up. Okay, got a fort, so he can't attack straight away, meaning this diplomat should be able to do its thing with him, which is good. Whew, okay, but in all seriousness, it's going really well. Like, we've taken a lot of Turkey. This settlement's going to go soon. Then we will not go for Greece next, as we've got an alliance with them. Fair enough. And Pergamum's looking quite strong, but we'll probably turn our attention to Sardis and Halicarnassus and Rhodes. I completely forgot about Rhodes. How much has Rhodes got in it? 3 units. So we could probably take on Rhodes at some point. But yeah, I think that is going to be all for today. A decent amount's happened. We have done a lot of bribing, as usual. That's kind of what we're doing this series, because we kind of have to. We haven't got enough force, you know, elsewhere. But probably next time we will advance in this direction. Hopefully the Parthians sort of don't get it. Like, I'm looking at this spy and trying to get him over here. Yeah, I'm looking at Seleucia. It's looking a little bit weak to me. So possibly heading in this direction. as I say, before the Parthians get to it. But more importantly, we will go for the Pontic capital up here with this force from Mazikar, which we have got. Just check there's no mercenaries available. No, there aren't.
Mighty general.
We will take Nicomedia, meaning that this area is sorted. Shame the Thracians got to Byzantium. I would quite like that off the rebels, but whatever. Yeah, but it's all looking pretty decent. So that is going to be all for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Are there mercenaries in Cadonia?
My liege.
No, there are not. So that will be all. Thank you very much, and goodbye.